so you're all safe. Cheers.
Yes, we're safe, Father. Oh, and thank you for your concern. And for waiting at the dock to make sure we all survived.
I'll have you know I did my civic duty by leaving the scene so as not to impede the police and the harbor patrol in their rescue efforts. Besides, I knew you'd all be fine.
Oh, well, while you were doing your civic duty, Mother suffered a head injury and almost drowned.
Oh, that'd be a real tragedy. You must tell me who to thank for saving you. I'll drop them a card first thing in the morning. Ah, oh, Rebecca, so nice to see you as usual.
Thank you, Julian.
You're not married yet, dear. Until Ethan says I do, you really shouldn't be so lax in your appearance. There's plenty of time for that later.
Gwen, are you all right?
We need to talk about Teresa now.
We will. After you go upstairs and put on some dry clothes. I don't want you catching a cold before our wedding.
Yeah, if there is a wedding.
Gwen, don't talk like that.
No, I mean it, Ethan. I will not be put off any longer. As soon as I change clothes, we're going to resolve this Teresa issue once and for all.
Gwen, I'm going to help my mother get to her room, make sure she's okay. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting.
Would you fine ladies care to join me in a brandy?
No, thank you.
I really should be going, but maybe another time?
Oh, I hate to drink alone, but there's no use letting good brandy go to waste. Bottoms up.
I can't believe that that man is Ethan's father. You know, it really kills me to think that the children we're going to have are going to share Julian's blood.
You and Ethan won't be having any children unless the situation with Teresa is resolved tonight. Have it out with him, Gwen. Tell him that you will not have him being around Teresa anymore. I'm telling you, the girl is trouble.
Mother, look, don't worry. Ethan wouldn't lie to me. If Teresa really is after him, he'll tell me. And then I will go to her house and I will rip her apart.
Good girl.
Oh, what a night, huh? Between the storm and the prom boat sinking and almost losing my mother, I'm totally wiped.
Ethan, I know you've been through a lot tonight. We both have. But I am not leaving here until this situation with Teresa is cleared up.
Well, Gwen, I'd hardly call it a situation.
Well, Ethan, I don't care what you call it. Our wedding, our future, everything's at stake here. Now, I want to know the truth. Is Teresa after you or not? I talked to Teresa earlier on the wharf, and now I want to hear what you have to say, Ethan. Is Teresa in love with you or not?
Did she say she was when you spoke to her?
No. Teresa got upset that I'd even accuse her of such a thing and asked me what I thought she had done to make me suspicious.
And what did you tell her?
Well, I told her that finding her in your arms tonight on the boat was just the latest in a long list of incidents.
Gwen, the boat lurched. That's why I was holding Teresa. I mean, besides, you're the one who insisted I take Teresa to her prom in the first place.
That's what she said. And then Teresa listed all the things that I'd asked her to do. Help plan our wedding, help keep you company while I was out of town on business. She claimed that she was only doing what I asked her to do.
Which is true.
Ethan, Teresa had more in mind than that, and that's what's been snagging you. Now, will you tell me the truth? Is Teresa after you? Has she told you that she loves you?
I love you.
Well, Ethan, you're not answering me, and that tells me the answer. She is after you. Teresa told you she loves you. No, that is it. I'm going to that lying little bitch's house and rip her apart.
Gwen, Wait, just, Ethan, calm down. You can't just go over to Teresa's house and lay into her.
The hell I can't! That conniving little witch has been after you this entire time, and I'm not gonna let her get away with it.
Gwen, be reasonable.
Don't you tell me to be reasonable. Ethan, have you forgotten that I almost died tonight? I had to take a rowboat out in the middle of a storm, out in the ocean, because I felt I had to protect our relationship.
Right, and who helped save your life? It was Teresa, that's who. She risked her life to save both of us.
Yeah, Ethan,
look, and
come
hasn't
on.
she always supported our relationship? I mean, wasn't she the one who inspired me to ask you to marry me?
Yes, Ethan,
and when
but
have I
swear...
given you reason to think that I don't love you? I mean, you don't mean the world to me.
You haven't, but
Gwen,
she's...
Look, I just think that this sudden suspicion of Teresa is based on what your mother said to you. I mean, not that she doesn't love you and have your best interests at heart. But, Gwen, we both know that Rebecca and her friends at the country club all get in a tizzy about some young girl or secretary plotting to steal their husbands. We always laughed at how ridiculous they were. And the situation is no different with Teresa.
Yes, it is, Ethan. I see the way she looks at you.
Because she's grateful to me for everything I've done for her. And she's grateful to both of us. And look at all the work she's done in planning our wedding. And the dress she's designed for you, it's gonna make you look more beautiful than you already are. Now, does that sound like the work of a conniving little gold digger?
Sorry. I'm sorry I overreacted the way I did. I feel awful.
Gwen, don't be so hard on yourself.
I can't help it. Guy, can you forgive me for being so stupid and petty?
Gwen, I love you. There's nothing to forgive.
It is a good thing you stopped me from going over there. I hate to think I would have done to her if she'd really been after you.
Well, what'd you do tonight, Whitney? Okay, well, let's see. I almost drowned on my prom boat. Went with my insane friend Teresa to chase after some guy that she's totally obsessed with, hoping upon hope that he'll admit that he's in love with her.
And choosing me over Gwen, don't forget.
Yeah, whatever.
It has been a long, exhausting night for both of us. We'll get more rest if I just sleep at home tonight.
You're probably right.
Okay. I'll call you in the morning. Ethan, I just want to tell you again how sorry I am for making those ridiculous accusations against Teresa. I know now that I couldn't have been more wrong about her intentions toward you.
Gwen, I'm just glad you calmed down.
Me too. God, it would have been awful if I'd gone over to Teresa's and ripped her to shreds thinking she was in love with you.
Well, here, I'll walk you downstairs. If my father tries to stop you and talk. He's had way too much to drink tonight. He's more obnoxious than usual.
Oh, well, thanks for offering, but don't bother. I can just take the back stairs.
Oh my gosh, we're done for. This is it, Teresa. I mean, Gwen won't buy any excuse that you can come up with for being here. She'll know that you came here to see Ethan, and then she's gonna kill you.
I left my purse in Ethan's sister's room when I borrowed these clothes. Can't leave without that. I want to give Ethan one more goodnight kiss. I'll make sure he knows how sorry I am for the way I went on about Teresa.